Hello everybody, I hope everybody's having a great day today. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. For everybody who's new to my channel, my name is Bridget. I'm a 54-year-old woman who used makeup for 30 years without a clue, and now I'm trying to learn how to do everything. And I have no artistic ability whatsoever, so I'm having fun learning. I'm having fun trying, and there you go. That's who I am. And the funny thing today, I don't have any shimmers on my lids. Yeah, that's, I would go to the dollar store and get glitter and stick that on my eyelids if they weren't harmful, okay? So if you want to know what I did and how I did it, let's get going. Okay, let's get this babble session started. Let's get this babble session started. And yes, hyper, it's early. I'm worse than a kid. I just had breakfast because hubby's home. He made me big breakfast. So I've got energy for the next half hour. So what am I doing today? I am going to use a palette that is a dupe for one that no longer exists. Well, when I say no longer exists, I mean that is no longer being made. And it only exists in the dupes now. And it only seems to exist in one company that does the dupes, and that is with C-Color Cosmetics, the Savannah palette. So, Alter Ego does not seem to be making this dupe anymore, but thank goodness C-Color Cosmetics does, because I put my original one, whoops, I thought I was in my closet there for a second. In my closet, it would be behind me. I've got a tray with my makeup museum. And one day I'm hoping to put it nicely on the wall with properly. So the original that I owned is there, but C-Color Cosmetics just replenished their stock not very long ago, and I got it. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do, because it's been a very long time. It's been a long time. I can't do the mauves. I don't want to do the grays, the cool tones, so I'm going to have to stick with these 5 down here and maybe that one. So I'm going to take my reference number 15 first, and I'm going to take the lightest shade that this palette has, and I'm going to put it all over my lid, and I forgot to prime. Oh well. No priming today. No priming today. But I am putting it all over my lid. I have the white because I want to use this. It's like I was looking at it and it's like, yeah, I want to use that too. I used to do, well, for 30 years, I never used shimmers. It was always a matte palette that I had, and that's what I always used. I guess that's why I'm so hardcore on using mattes now, because I'm trying to make up for lost time. I'm going to take, I'm going to start with this one, and then I might go to this one. Let's see how it goes. I never use those colors. Like, that I recall, no memory. But no, I didn't use it that often, no matter how much I loved it, because I wanted to use shimmers all the time. I used the grays and I used the plums, I know that. I don't recall using the oranges. I'm catching it a bit quicker, but look at that. It's getting a fair bit of pigment just with one tap. A little bit more than with the golden palette. It is a shame that the Safari palette is discontinued, and B, that it was a big palette. It would be awesome if it was a midi. Just make the pans smaller. We don't need massive pans. People aren't going to finish that. Nobody's going to finish that. And when a palette technically has, I don't know about Natasha Denona, I'd have to go look at my Love palette, but does it say here how long? "15 ingredients. Oh, 12 months. And I'm assuming Natasha Denona is approximately the same, 12 months, 18 months. And we know that nobody follows that. We all use our palettes. Like, I had mine 3 years. But it's also not as good quality as Natasha Denona, because it was a C Color Cosmetics. And I had it for 3 years before it was, I could still use it technically, but it's dry, it's crumbly, and there's no kickback right now. Like, I mean, there's no kickback. So, this is a fresh palette. Would be nice if she brought it back as a midi palette. It really, really would. But I guess not enough people are asking for it. So I don't blame her. She's not in the business of losing money. She's in the business of making money. But I know that everybody who has had the Safari palette are not giving it up. Or most are not giving it up. I've seen very, very few of them for sale on Poshmark. Mercari I don't bother with because they don't come to Canada. But any place that I've looked for the Safari palette, there's very few of them, if I can find one. And they always ask for way too much. Like, wait a minute, the palette wasn't worth that price when it was brand new. I'm not going to pay you double. I'm not going to, for a used, old, dusty palette, and I don't think so. Sorry. I'm not that much of a collector. I have one midi palette of Natasha Denona, and I think I've got maybe 3 little ones left because I'm giving all the others away. Because I've got too many eyeshadows for me to be able to use them all before they go bad. And I am loving cream shadows. So I have to decrease my eyeshadow palette collection so that they get loved. And I know enough people, or I should say, my daughter knows enough people. They are spread amongst the cosplay community in Ottawa. Which is good. It doesn't go to waste. I like the way this is looking right now. I really like the way this is looking. And I'm only doing it just a very light tap to build up a little bit at a time because I am not very good with too much and then having to blend it out. Now, I think I'm going to put some underneath using the same brush. Why not? Let's try it. These are rougher brushes after all, right? And I'm trying to get it, to learn to get it lower, a little bit lower. I did some... I tried to do some redecorating in this room. I had beside me a clothes rack with my hairy, well, beside me, over there. I keep forgetting with it. Yeah, I had a clothes rack, which was a double clothes rack. Big mistake. With my Harry Potter costumes, my Star Trek shirts, my Bilbo Baggins outfit. Yeah, I'm not a geek, no. And with the 2 bins of Christmas decor and the Christmas tree. Because we couldn't put it out back in my shed because there was a lot of snow. And I said, okay, I need to get this out of here. And I thought, okay, I want to hang them up. And I asked my husband, how do I hang them up? And then he says, why don't you hang them up from the ceiling? Because I've got a little lip, a foot down from the ceiling that's about this wide. Perfect. We ordered some stickers. They said 22 pounds. Does that look like it held anything that was even remotely less than a pound? No. Everything was on the floor. Ah, criminy. Okay, I am using the brown, so I can still try to put the video that I took all together. I can try to put them all the pieces together. I can try. I've tried before. Oh my god. Anyway, because my brain just can't hold information for very long. So anyway, my husband said, you need some tacks. I'm like, okay, where are your tacks? He's like, I don't have tacks. Yeah, you do. I've seen tacks. He's got so much he doesn't remember, but I swear I've seen tacks in his stuff. So after this video, as going hunting, as going on a hunting trip, is. And if I offend anybody from the southern U.S., that is not my intent. I can't do a Newfie accent, so that is not my intent. I could say it in French, but nobody would understand. I do not mean to offend anybody. I am just having a bit of fun. So if you're offended, please don't unsubscribe. I'm sorry. Ah, criminy. I don't know. I know this is the way everybody does the shadows, with the dark on the side. I always have trouble with that. This is not the first time on a video that I've said that. I always seem to have trouble with it. That wasn't my phone. Nope, 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 nope. You didn't hear that. I don't get it. I don't know why. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe it's because... Did they do this in the 80s? I don't even remember. It's been a long time. I'd have to watch Dynasty. It really, Dynasty in Dallas. Okay, now, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. What I am going to do is put some of this here. And here. Because I'm not sure. I think that I'm going to get the brown back on. Yeah, I think I'm going to get the brown to go on the lid and just keep the white to offset it. It's a good thing this is also matte. Let's do number 2. Back to the brown. And tap. And tap. I'm just winging it. What else is new? Welcome to the Wing It channel. That's what I should have called it. It was supposed to just be Bridget's Diary, but when I was creating the channel, it asked for my last name, and then it just took it and ran with it. And I don't know if I try to fix it, if it's going to mess everything up with all of you guys. So I'm scared to try that. Does that mean that I create a new channel if I fix the name? And I'm not big enough with the YouTubes to get in touch with them and say, help me. Because they're going to go, who are you? We don't want to help you. We don't know you. I can't get over how much I've used my white in the past month. And I haven't even had to sharpen it yet. I'm doing the tapping motions that Rose loves to do, but she's got the brushes for it. She made her brushes to do tapping. And someday, if my channel can get there, someday, I will get her brushes, but my channel needs to get there first. Because if I ever get a paycheck from YouTube, it's already spent. Because I've got so many friggin' things. I'll be lucky if I can get on one of my websites stuff, let alone all 8 of them. Not a greedy Gus, I really am. But I want to share it with all of you, and I would love to one day do a whatchamacallit, a draw absolutely love to share, but I need the YouTubes to share with me first. Come on, YouTubes, share. I'm trying to blend everything out, because we know how great at that I am, right? And I am falling in love with this palette all over again. When do I do these colors? When do I do these colors? When do I use brown? I never use brown. Whoops, right on the eyebrow. I never use brown. Except with the Safari palette. Even when I use the liquid matte shadow, even my Wonder Cloud is not quite brown. Nothing is quite brown. This is brown. Okay, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. And you know what I've gotta find? A nice bright lipstick. Do I want pink? I'm trying to figure out which color to use. Oh, this is mauve. This is pink. Okay. That's pink. That doesn't fit. That fits. Here we go. This is very matte. This is a Bobbi Brown. Nope, sorry, I lied. It's a Pat McGrath. Yeah, very, very matte. But if I remember right, it doesn't feel drying. Oh, the other thing I didn't tell you, I was watching YouTube videos this morning, and I watched a new YouTuber that I found, Bobbi Han. I will try to remember to put her channel on this video. I believe she's in Japan. Oh, I've fallen in love with her. She's brilliant. She's brilliant. So this morning, the video I watched, even though it was from last year, she was talking about the Shiseido Synchro Skin. Made me want to put mine on, so that's what I'm wearing today. I'm not wearing my, whatchamacallit, my Bourjois. And I actually used powder on my face, and look at how, whoops, wrong way. And look at how glowy I still am. That's what I can't get over. I am still very glowy, even though I used quite a bit. I used quite a bit of my... Well, the timing pretty much sucks. So yeah, no, I used a fair bit. But it's such a beautiful, beautiful. I just realized that my brows are too dark. My brows are too dark, they're black. How did I do that? How in heaven's name did I make them black? I don't like them this dark anymore. I really don't. I've been trying to, especially since I don't use anything that's black. Well, that worked. Putting lipstick on the forehead. Okay, so I'm going to stop there because I'm going to make things worse. So, hi. If you've got the Safari palette, take it out and use it. It's gorgeous. I understand maybe it's a little bit more of a fall palette, but you've got mauves in here too. They're perfect. Just use it because it's going to go bad. Use your Safari palettes. If you've got the Alter Ego, use the Alter Ego. This such beautiful colors. Yeah. I get the feeling in 2 hours I'm going to come back and put some bejewel it. Oh, everybody, thank you so very much for coming to spend some time with me. Please leave me a comment, like my video, and subscribe to my channel. A bientôt. Don't leave yet. I just got back. Talk about being an absolute airhead. I forgot the mascara. Like, really? There we go. Now I look so much more finished. Even though there's not much lash. At least it's finished. If you've got the original, please go and use your palette. The Safari palette, I can't imagine how good the original shadows must be. Go use it! Not enough people use their Safari palettes. Now I'm gonna say, please leave me a comment, like my video, and subscribe to my channel. A bientôt.